All right, it is 12 minutes after 9 o'clock, and joining us in studio this morning from Central Valley Electric Cooperative, Raelynn being with us. Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
Doing great. I know it's kind of a busy time of the year for Central Valley Electric. For folks that don't know, if you're a CVE member, you get a say in the running of the company. That's how being a co-op works. And so one of the big duties of the co-op is to have this annual meeting where it's a meeting of the members and they discuss the future of the company and go over what's going on in the last year. And so this is kind of one of those things that here's your responsibility. You get the perks of being a CVE member and a decision and of course, the ability to access all the amenities of being a CVE member. But this is kind of your responsibility day tomorrow where you come in and learn about the reports. They do the elections and things like that. So for one time a year, we want to ask everyone to come on out and gather for this event here. So
Absolutely.
Yeah. But they dangle carrots. They like to do door prizes and all that stuff. I know COVID over the last couple of years has kind of put a damper on some of the things you can do. But for this year, what's on tap for besides the meeting, the ancillary stuff?
Right. So we are back at the Estelle Yates Auditorium.
Yeah.
2020 it was canceled. Last year we did a drive-through.
Yeah, which worked out great. By
It
the way.
did. It really did. And so this year we're back in the auditorium. We're changing the format just a little bit.
Okay.
The meeting usually started at 1. We're doing it a little bit earlier.
Okay.
And we're condensing it.
Gotcha.
And
so you're kind of saying, hey, we want you to come out, but we're not going to eat up a couple hours of your day.
Absolutely.
We're going to get you out pretty quick.
Yes. So
Okay.
we're just going to start registering at 9 o'clock in the morning. The meeting will start at 10. I don't anticipate the meeting lasts more than 45 minutes.
Okay.
So it's going to be short and sweet.
Gotcha.
So the first 200 members that come and register, we are going to give you a $50 Visa gift card.
Nice. So get there.
Just
The
for
early
showing
bird
up.
gets the
Yes,
worm this
absolutely,
time. Yeah.
Absolutely. And we also have, when you register, you're going to get a bag that's got goodies and different things in there, co-op information, things like that. And then
Yeah.
we do have door prizes still that we
Cool.
will give away.
So we'll be giving away some sweet door
Yes.
prizes and things
Yes.
like that. And this is really an opportunity for you, the members, to learn about CVE. You should have gotten in the mail the annual report.
Yes.
If you did not get it or you misplaced it or whatever, I know there's a copy on the CVE Facebook page. If you or a link to the copy of the report there.
There's one on our website.
And
too.
on the
Yes.
and the CVEcoop.org website,
Right.
you can find it there as well. But I invite you to maybe peruse that at least before the meeting on tomorrow, and that way you have a general idea of some of that stuff. But basically, that's what goes on is they report, the finding, how the past year, future plans, if there's any changes in the board and things like that, they do it at this time. But the part that you as the member, I think, is very important is this is a chance for you to talk to staff, talk to all the different aspects of CVE, and find out if you're truly taking advantage of. Like, there's so many. Like, if you want to learn about the Smart Hub or discounts on water heaters, things like that. Go to the website and learn at any time. But if you want to sit down and talk to someone more about these things or trying to get an understanding of how that Smart Hub works a little better, there's going to be people there that can answer those questions
Absolutely.
for you too. So,
Absolutely.
So use this to come and try to win some cool door prizes and learn about what's going on. But at the same time, use this as an opportunity to make sure you're taking the most out of your membership with CVE, because
Right.
you kind of have a unique situation by being a CVE. I'm kind of jealous. I can't do it. I don't live in the region that it's allowed here in Chaves County. But for those folks that here in Chaves and of course Lee and Eddy counties, if you're getting power from CVE, even if you're a rentor and you're living and paying your rent, you're a CVE member. That's if you're getting power to you the place you live or work, that makes you a member of CVE.
Right.
So come out to the meeting tomorrow. It doesn't cost you anything. Like I said, get there. They'll start pre-registering about 9 o'clock and everything. And then you sign up and and like you said, get there early. I guarantee if you try to just show up at 10, you're probably going to miss out on the $50 gift card. So get there early and make sure you're there lined up at 9 o'clock to get in and all that, so you can get your 50. Because I'll if you don't want it, I'll take your $50 gift card.
Right. So in that annual report that was mailed out last week, there's an insert where we have proposed some bylaw changes too. So That's something that we haven't voted on in several years where
Okay.
we've had any changes to the bylaws.
Okay.
So there's just a few little cleanup items,
Gotcha.
basically.
Housekeeping style
Right.
stuff. But if, do your reading on it, and if you have any questions about it,
Absolutely.
bring them to the
yes.
meeting, and they'll be happy to clarify all that stuff.
And then we
for you.
do have 3 board members that are up for election.
Okay.
And
so there will be three decisions to be made.
Yes.
Very
yes.
good.
So, you got to vote on some reports. All of the reports that are contained within the annual report, we just need a vote to approve or not approve.
Gotcha.
And then the bylaw changes, the board elections.
Gotcha.
And I think that's all of the business.
That's the major business.
Yes, that's the major business that should happen.
Yeah, and then the rest is fun.
And then
they're
little prizes.
They have a good time
That's
with
the
it.
fun
and
part.
things. But really, use this as an opportunity to learn and take advantage of some of this stuff.
Right.
If you're like, if that Smart Hub is a great tool, if you're wondering why you're spending. Like if you're trying to hunt down why you're spending more money on your utility usage and things like that, that's an amazing tool because it'll tell you where the peak parts, and so if you're like, man, I didn't realize I was using this much electricity when I'm not even home. The Smart Hub will tell you that kind of stuff, and then you can use it accordingly. Say, all right, well maybe I'll back off the air a little bit here, or why do I keep the TV running while I'm gone? Maybe I should turn that off.
Right.
Things like that. That's the stuff this thing helps you with, and of course it's also a precursor for issues. I don't know how many times Lee and I have talked where people have wells. And it's like an electric pump or something,
Right.
and they're seeing, oh man, it's using a lot of electricity, and it's an indicator saying something's going wrong with their well system, and they're able to diagnose and treat it, and all because they saw a spike in the Smart Hub. That's the kind of tool. That's the kind of tool this thing is used, and there's a lot of membership perks to being a member of CVE. If you're looking for water heaters, things like that, you can shop on the website and get those at a deeply discounted prices. All of them are the better energy rated ones, and I think you even get if you got talking stuff, but even some of the bigger commercial size ones you can help out with too. Call ahead and talk with, but it's not just 40, 50. You got to have a couple that 70, 80 gallon, the bigger
Right.
ones too.
And those are commercial.
Yeah. So they've got those available too.
Right.
So.
And we have a free home energy audit that we're offering
Yeah.
right now. And we've contracted with Green Metal Energy. They're a wonderful company. And so Central Valley Electric co-op members can have a free home energy audit. They'll do different tests to your home to
Yeah.
find out where you're losing heating and cooling, and then make some minor repairs to
the
correct
simple
that.
stuff's free of charge. They fix it. I've had something similar done to my home,
Right.
And it takes usually about an hour. They come in, and it's gangbusters. They come in, this crew. They've got it down to a science.
They do. They're good.
And they're hooking up things to your door to test sealing, the sealing of the door, not sealing of your
Right.
house, but your vents. They'll go in and even under the pipes under your sinks and things, they'll make sure that those are insulated properly, or
Right.
and if it's little stuff like putting some caulk around some ceilings, or pressure, or replacing some weather stripping around your door, they do all that free of charge.
Right. They've adjusted doors
Yeah.
so you don't see the cracks.
Yeah, they do. And if it's something major, like maybe your air conditioner is about to go out, and then they can help you, tell you what you need and set and work with you on setting up getting those repaired. If it's something more, a bigger scope of something being repaired, but it's a free home energy audit available to every CVE member. I think you get one. What is it, if you haven't won in 5 years? I don't know the numbers.
I don't know that I know that
Yeah.
either. I think maybe just one.
Yeah, but if you haven't had one in a while,
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
reach out to CVE as a CVE member, and they'll free of charge schedule one to come out and get it. And I'm telling you'll be amazed at how, and you'll see a difference. I know I can even I could just tell in the house when they were done, certain areas where I was like, it's a little drafty now. And you're like, oh, look at that. It's
Right.
maintaining
right.
temperature in this part of the house a little better now. So
Yeah.
you'll notice that kind of stuff. And
Yeah.
again, all free of charge to you as a CVE member. So.
Right. Well, in Green Metal Energy, they're a great company, and I've had people that have called in. I've called and let Green Metal Energy know that they're interested, and they'll be at their house the next day to do the audit.
That's great.
Yeah.
So they're on it.
They are. They're really good.
And in this day and age where everything's delayed, that's an even bigger feat
Absolutely.
to say.
Absolutely.
So that's amazing. So
Yep.
utilize that. But come out to the meeting tomorrow. What time? 9 o'clock is when the registration starts, but 10 o'clock is when the meeting officially starts.
Yes,
So
yes.
try to get there early. That way you can get like the free Visa cards and all that kind of stuff. But I get it. Life happens. And if you can't roll in till 10 o'clock, then but we'd love to have you come out to the Estelle Yates Auditorium. For folks that are not familiar, that's the high school auditorium in Artesia.
Correct.
So go to the Bulldog Bowl, and it's right next door there, basically. You'll see a bunch of cars, a bunch of people just park right there.
Yep.
And they'll take care of you. But and this is I wonder if I imagine more so, especially now since it's been drive-through and none the last. The CVE annual meeting is kind of like a gathering of people. You get the folks from out of town kind of coming in and
Yes,
visiting and
yes.
stuff. And back pre-COVID, you gotta have the big sit-down lunch and all that kind of
Right.
stuff, and that's kind of put a damper on some of that. But this is going to be the first time in a couple of years that we all can basically sit in a building together and talk and
Right.
communicate. It's not waving at you through a car window or something like that. So
Right.
I imagine you're going to get a lot of people just ready to come out and visit again. Even
I hope so.
Even if we want them to learn and gain information, but if your method behind your madness is just to get in town and meet some people and visit with them, awesome. Come on out and make that happen.
Right.
So very good. Is there anything else we want to make sure to mention? Is there any? Oh, I do want to ask you this. I know hiring. You guys are always. Is there any positions or?
You know what? Actually, we have 5 open positions right now.
Okay.
Yes. So we have an HR specialist position opened. We have a member services rep
Okay.
position opened. A warehouse assistant,
Okay.
an engineering tech, and an apprentice lineman.
Wow. So you got
Yes.
some great opportunities
We do.
At various levels there.
Right.
And this is the thing I'd like to. It's the employment at CVE is very family like. It's very. It's a co-op. The co-op, the business is a family, and the employees are just as much that way. So, what I'm trying to say is they don't get a lot of openings all the time
Right.
because their employees get there, they love it there, and they end up working 20, 30 years before they retire.
Right.
So
Right.
to have this many openings this time is a unique situation. So if you're looking for an opportunity, and especially some of these entry-level positions, you're
Right.
really getting on the ground floor with a career and a family-like atmosphere. You could really start here as an apprentice lineman or whatever and do your career and end up, in a management position and making decent money and
Right.
and having great benefits and a great fun working environment. There's a reason why those people stay 20 and 30 years. It's because they're happy they're there. If you're happy, you don't want to leave. So it's a good that is a I cannot tell you what bigger testimony it is go to their meetings when they honor, go to their website when they honor. It's always a laundry list of people, 10, 20, 30 years of
Yes.
service to Central Valley Electric.
And that's all in our annual report too. So our general manager, he's getting a service pin this year. He's been there 35 years.
Yeah.
Our head engineer's been there 30.
Yeah. So it's and with that, so you get a wealth of experience and so even like I would gather because there's so much of that, like being an apprentice at CVE, saying being an apprentice at some other company might get you more because you have so many people that been there so long. They're more experienced. They're
Right.
more educated. They're more understanding of what it is, and they're probably good at passing that kind of stuff on to the younger folks as they're learning their way into the business and stuff too.
Absolutely.
So I would even argue that maybe your apprenticeship might be more valuable because you've got a little bit better wisdom that's kind of mentoring you into these jobs.
good
and
point.
things. So,
Good point.
so please apply today. Go to cvecoop.org.
Yes.
cvecoop.org. That'll take no hyphen spaces. Go there and go ahead and go there, bookmark it. That way you can stay, especially if you're a CVE member, because that way you can go access your Smart Hub stuff, do all that through the website there. And of course, if you want to download apps to your phone and all that, but if you have questions, don't hesitate to call and
Right.
come by. I know, especially some older folks, we don't embrace technology as much as because we got our ways, we get set in our ways.
Right.
But to be honest, sometimes that app, it can be very helpful as far as seeing numbers, paying your bill,
Right.
and things like that too. So.
Well, and there's also on our website, there's an outage map. You can click and see. I mean,
Exactly
if your
when something
power's
goes-
out, you can kind of see the area that the power is out. And,
so you can find out right away instead of going around, your power out, what's
Right,
going on?
right.
Why is the power out? Yeah, you get it all. Because as soon as it goes out, you want to know.
right.
Right away. And we never find out. Imagine in the world before the internet. Remember, like when the power went out, there's like, you can't look on nothing because you have no power.
Right.
I guess you could, hopefully maybe see if a radio had something on there, but there wasn't smartphones around to get on the internet and look up real quick. So, but again, apply cvucoop.org for there. And of course, if you have questions about anything, you can't make it to the meeting Saturday, you can always come by the main office there on 13th in Artesia and come visit and ask any questions about anything that, even from paying your electric bill to just general questions about your bills or smart hubs, or even if you're like maybe considering upgrading to geothermal or something like that and kind of want to see it in action, come on by the CVE facility there and take a look. They'll be happy to explain to you how it works and the benefits of it. And
Absolutely.
Now that you guys have had it, 6 years? How long have you had that building?
We moved in 2013.
Oh gosh, it's almost 10 years.
Been longer than we realized.
Oh my goodness, it's almost been 10 years.
It has. That's
Holy
crazy.
cow. I'm getting old. Very good. Well, thank you as always, Raelynn, and
Thank you.
we'll see you here. We'll get to see you here more often now that
Absolutely.
Leah has decided to retire
Yes.
here and spend more time with her family.
Absolutely.
So good for her. But you say you're an ample replacement. Just kidding. I won't, because Leo, I don't want to listen. I would say you're better, but I'll give you a wink like you're better.
She did a good job.
She did a very good job. Leah's is a great person, and good news is she's still in the area, so we get to
Absolutely.
see her in community and going out and having fun and all
Yep.
that stuff. But good deal. But again, one more time, tomorrow, CVE annual meeting. Registration starts at 9 a.m. The meeting starts at 10. It's all happening at the Estelle Yates auditorium, the high school auditorium at the Artesia High School. Come on out, get there early, sign up. First 200 get that $50 Visa gift card. And this is your chance to vote on the new board members, learn the state of the state for CVE, and of course answer your questions and learn more about and to take advantage of all the benefits you get as a CVE member. So good deal.
Right.
Well, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time.
All
Okay?
right. Thank you.
All right. It is 9:20.